All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mark Isaac Potter Presents. Today we're visiting with the lovely, divine, etc., Lourdes Salinas, her husband is a nice guy, and she's just, she allows me to be silly on camera, and uh, she's just very nurturing, humanoid, and she lets me, etc. So, Ms. Salinas, I've been telling the peeps over here that you have a 501c3, that
Yes.
the main focus is homelessness, and
Yes.
what would you like to tell us today on this
To-
fine day here?
Today, on this fine day, I will share that we've we've been making connections with funders and partners, and I'm currently working on the Shine grant from SMUD as a
Okay.
secondary. The Shine grant is for nonprofit agencies who are looking to make an impact on economic development, environmental, and various other
Now, can you
areas.
spell that word? Because it's not clicking for me what it might
Yes,
be.
yes. The Shine Grant, SHINE, with SMUD, Sacramento Municipal Utility Department, SMUD. And you can find this grant if you go to SMUD, SMUD.org, and that would be Sam, me, under, and dog.org, smud.org.
So that website is a local government nonprofit kind of place where your guys are now have what? You have a piece of the government pie there or what?
We are looking to eat a piece of the government pie. However, we do not have one yet to jump on.
Oh darn! Because I love me some pie.
I
I
like
like
pie
I like
too.
I like fruit pie, but I really like roadkill pie. That's my favorite.
Roadkill stew. Mm.
Yeah, I was so hungry for roadkill one day. I had my brother go in the woods and find a live possum, and as I drove up, he threw it in the road, and I killed it just to make sure, damn sure it was roadkill.
Got
That was
roadkill now.
delicioso.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
So, what are you guys doing with Smut? Are you gonna give them an RIP or something, or what?
Well, we're applying for this grant. There are various levels of this grant. It's up to a maximum of $100,000, and you have to have a match, a fund match. And this is why we are not necessarily writing for the grant as primary. We are secondary on this grant, and the partner, Ardell Harrison, is primary on this grant. And we're applying for Higher Hope Learning Academy, which is a
Okay.
school who will help youth from 16 to 26 to get into the trades, and it's a pre-apprenticeship program.
All
And
right. So
so our
let me do my TV thing as I know best how to do it.
yes,
What is we're X number of minutes in here. What is the one thing? What is the one most important thing that the peeps and homies who watch this can do to advance what you need advanced? What's
well,
the
we need,
one baby step thing we can do?
okay, the one baby step thing we can do would be connections to funding sources, also partnerships. We need guidance on a variety of different levels. And so anyone who knows nonprofit, from the legal side of things, we could use help from a banker on our board of directors. And we can also use help from Jesus and Mother Teresa
All
on the
right, I met
board.
those two. I one time wondered about them because they had their arms around each other, but then I thought, well, no.
Well,
I
I better
later found
steer clear of that.
within just a few minutes, I found out that Mother Teresa is asexual anyway. So, all right, so I'm going to do more work as a TV producer here because my therapist gave me homework this week. I'm supposed to not just joke around. You you mentioned my friend, about 5 things that you need or want, and I had asked for one.
Oh, so sorry.
So I'm
Okay.
going to give you some homework. Give me exactly one thing. Which one thing do you want?
Connection to funders.
All right, now that will connect. Okay, good. So we're going to work on this one for the next 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Connection to funders means what? A person with money
So
calls
it
you
can,
up and says, yes, I can put in $25,000 toward, because you need to find matching funds of 100,000.
oh, no, no, that's just, this is for the grant that I'm currently working on.
All right, so you need the
But this
money for
is
the
not,
whole
this is a
project.
separate issue. It's,
All right, so your whole project is what, 20, 30 million to phase one, or
well,
no,
this
I'm
is
not.
what we have done, that we've shrunk it down to, we're looking at a piece of property that is 130,000. And to build 2 duplexes, or even start with one, it's 120,000 per duplex. And so then,
So we're looking at 130 plus 120 plus 120, right? That's
well,
something, 370.
yes, 120 and 120, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 370.
All
But
right.
we can also start small. So we would appreciate any movement in that direction.
Well, no, I'm using, somebody, I think it was, and I'm not joking here. I better put in the not joking. Jesus has been visiting me a lot lately, and he's been saying, with all your talent and with all the skill you have, Mark, you're just not showing it to the public or using it enough as you could. So
Uh,
I'm going to reinstitute some of what my seminar tells me to do. You need, what was it, 340, right? And
370.
you, 370, thank you. And you would like to get some part of that,
Yes.
right? All right,
Yes.
so let's manifest that, not to be a law of attraction guy. You want somebody to call you up and say, I can kick in X amount,
Yes.
27K, 210, 57,000, whatever. All right.
Yes.
So let's figure out this person. Let's figure out some of the profile of this person. We
Okay.
won't figure out all of it. Do you think it's a business owner that needs because in tax time, which is not tax time, but it's kind of always tax time, we can
Correct.
we could go to a business and say, look, if you made a little extra this year and you don't necessarily want to give it to Trump, you could give it to this 501c3 and it would be a write-off.
That's correct. Yes.
All right. So, see, I told you I was smarter than I look.
You're very smart.
Nancy goes way out there on the end of the pier. Oh well. So we could kick it to them that way.
Yes.
What number? Let's pick a number that we want to manifest. Some part of the 370. What part would you like to get? 10%,
50,000.
12%, 50K?
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
see.
Did
50K.
you say 50 or yet or not? You saying
Yes,
that?
50.
All right, good. Very nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to manifest, not joking, a person who owns a business, who is saying to themselves, you know what, this quarter we made, 200,000 more than we really need, even after I put in for the extra products and the extra equipment. What the hell, should I pay it in taxes or what? And
Right.
they're going to say, I'm going to pay some of it in taxes, but I want to give some of it to some kind of a nonprofit, maybe a violin repair nonprofit, or gee whiz, maybe somebody who's addressing housing.
Yes.
Since And here's my hot button for the day. Since Trump has now officially banned homelessness, criminalized homelessness in the United States. This is, FDR had the executive order, I think it was 1099 or 1095. Trump has created an executive order making it illegal to be homeless in the United States. Having been homeless 2 or 3 times, I cannot tell you how enraged I am about this
Yes.
godforsaken, demented son of a blank, that, etc.
Yes.
All right, so now
Yes.
let's think about this businessman or woman who has the extra money from this tax problem they have. Should it be somebody in a related industry, like somebody who works in housing, or what would you, somebody who's got a relative who's homeless, or what would you say would be kind of one of our ideal contributors? What kind of background would they have?
Okay, so we would be looking for the person who might understand homelessness from having a family member who struggles with chronic homelessness. This
Okay.
person can be a business person who's been very successful and understands that the issue is much more complex and that criminalizing it is not going to take care of a lack of affordable
Now, what kind
housing
of a person
stock.
would that be? Like a friend of a legislature, or who would be grappling with that?
Someone who cares to make a difference because they've seen the suffering within their family member who is homeless, and they've
All
seen how
right.
the environment has been just uh, littered really with people who are under bridges, and there's just a real lack of availability and opportunity for people who struggle with low income to find
Okay.
and sustain housing. So someone
All right.
very concerned with housing insecurity, I would say.
All right, good. So now I know of people in the Philippines, again, not joking, who have a team. I'm going somewhere with this. One guy, there's a lot of people do it, but there's one guy named Jason that does it. I don't know if I still have his number. And they will call up, it's a team of Filipino workers, and their job is to call up a lead list in the United States and say whatever scripted sentence they were given to say. Can we think of a scripted sentence or two that could be said to people to try to encourage them to be our person with the 50K?
Let's see. Let's do a little bit of some brainstorming here. So, are you interested in helping be a solution to those who find themselves unhoused? And if
Okay,
you
not just
are, a small investment in our agency can help provide hope and alternative housing for a few families or individuals or couples with a pet who struggle with housing insecurity.
okay. So good, very nice. So now I would ask you to please make me 2 or 3 scripts that are as short as you can make them.
Okay.
Yeah, and each one has a beginning, middle, and an end. So it has a
Okay.
beginning, but not
Perfect.
too flowery, not too long. Has a
Okay.
middle, and it has an action item end. If you can give this, let's just ask for 50K. We
Okay.
need 370. We're asking you to help with 50K. If you can, please send it to this PayPal or this Zelle or this
Okay.
and we'll give them a real thing if we can, a real place.
Okay.
We want to make it as concrete as possible so that,
Okay.
after 2 weeks of phoning, we've got 2 or 3 people who've given us 50K.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. So I will work on that. I should be able to have something by tomorrow morning.
That's fast. I appreciate it. And
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is this. For my part, I am going to try. I'm not asking you to do this part because you guys coming over here and feeding me is like no, it's so the food's nurturing, but the act of someone driving, folks, she and her husband drive, and don't interrupt me with the truth here, please. Just muddy the water. She and her husband drive from Guam in their little Yugo about once every 3 months. You can see why I have tears in my eyes. And their Yugo is rusted out. You can see the road through the floorboard. They drive from Guam and they take me out to lunch at IHOP. And they let me order. They said the limit that you can order is $2. No, they don't. They don't even put a limit on it. And it's so nurturing to know that someone gives a flying fuck about me to the point where they would do that. It brings tears to my eyes. I swear to God. We're gonna have time. I'm gonna tell you a story about somebody else who's just the opposite. Did I tell you that story on the phone already?
No.
All right, good, because I'm gonna tell it. But folks, here's what we're gonna do. Ms. Lourdes and her husband and I are gonna do our best to manifest the team that will call. I'm gonna try to find the money to pay for the team myself.
No.
Believe me, yes, I am. I didn't say I'd find it. I said I'm going to try to find it. And that doesn't
All
mean
right.
I'm not really going to find it. It means I'm really going to try to find it. I know how much it costs, and it's more money than anyway. Or I'll just say to one of my friends, like almost like a B. You know what B funding is in a corporation? Series
No.
B funding.
No.
Anyway, so I'll just say to one of my friends, look, we want to try to do this. Rather than you, John, giving the 50K, what we'd like you to contribute is $500 or $600 it's going to take to get this team to make the calls, and
Yes.
that's like a Series B funding thing.
Oh, yes, yes.
Now we got a team of people who are sales call professionals calling, and we'll have them keep records and tell us how it went. Not just,
Yes.
we did this, but not just the numbers, but folks, how did it go? Was it well received? Because they're
Mhm.
calling to the United States. We
Wow,
also
that's
have to give them
powerful.
a lead list.
Yes, lead
So
list.
can you generate a lead list of
Yes.
potential? Can you, or do you know how to do that? Because I don't.
Well, I would just use AI. I would go
All
in
right.
there and
Okay. Good. Very
yes,
nice. Very
yes,
good. Right.
yes.
So, when you come on my show, we make real progress.
Yes.
And by the way, most people, and I'm going to tell you publicly, Miss Salinas is not doing this, but most people nowadays are paying for the show. Uh, Regular companies that do what we do, and I've been pricing video for 35 years. They charge between $12,000 and $60,000 for what we're doing right now, and we charge for the half an hour shows. We charge between $1,598 and $3,900. That's what we charge.
Wow.
So if you want to do this with me, with my skill set, you can pay that and we'll do it for you. So yeah, so that's what I like about the South. So let's see. We started out with 30 minutes and now it's 11, so that's what 21.
Yes, yes,
Math
yes.
and I are not a no, so we're gonna end this show. We're gonna do another
Right.
show. hopefully our next show is more lighthearted, but usually when I do these, the next show is even more serious, and my headache is not a migraine yet, but I'm gonna turn and take some Tylenol when the cameras are off.
Okay.
Give us, just for fun, give us your contact information that you
Yes.
want the public to have.
Yes. Our website is www.althousingforall.org. www. A like apple, L like love, T like Tom, the number one, then Henry, Sam, no, go at gmail.com. And there is a donate button on our page. Please, if you are able to, please make use of that. And we look forward to talking to you soon, to hearing from you.
All right, folks. All right, that's a wrap. And if y'all have any questions, you can always get a hold of me by just simply Googling my name, because my phone number's all over the net. We love you guys. Here's the sign off. You all know I do, and I cry every time. Number one, I love you guys. Number two, the most important thing I'm going to do today is look at you in the camera and say, I love you.
I love you back.
See you in about 5 minutes or so.
Yes, yes.
All right, honey.
Thank
Love
you,
you.
dear.
Maybe
Love
make it
you.
7, because I got to turn all these cameras around and go pee.
Yes,
I'm
do your
I'm not
thing.
going to pee on the cameras. I'm going to pee in the toilet.
Yes, you might short something.
Yes, yeah, and it's already short enough, is what my girlfriend said. So, all right,
No
later.
shorting the wires.
Later. 5, 7.
Later, alligator.
All right.